Oh, come on, guys. You know I got to try out this new game. What's going on, guys? Joe here, coming at you today from the new title from Supercell, Rush Wars. And so we're on a developer build today, guys, so things that you might see today might change upon the release of the beta. By now, the beta should have released in Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So you have to be in those servers in order to download the beta and play it for yourself. So make sure you Google that, because I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out for yourselves. It's not that difficult. The game itself is kind of addictive, actually. I've been on it for about 5 or 6 hours now, and the interface, as you see here, looks very similar to any other Supercell title. It has a feel like Boom Beach. It has a little bit of Clash of Clans in it, and it has a little bit of Clash Royale in it. So you have different things going on here, and what you see on the screen right now is basically your home headquarters, and you have a chopper, which basically takes your troops into battle, and then you have the headquarters is basically the heart of your camp, like it says here, and you can find new cards, level up your free box upon upgrading this item, and then also it increases the amount of gold that you can store in your camp. And then on the right side of it, you have the lab. So these are some of the troops that you might see in the game. We have troops, airdrops, and commanders, and I was reading the top of that. It says cards found. So that's where the Clash Royale feel comes into it. You're collecting cards, which are basically your troops, but you're placing them on a map just like Clash of Clans, so to speak. So it's very cool, and like we'll kind of look at this a little bit more as we go through the video, but I want to show you a little bit of gameplay here. We actually I want to show you this real quick. It has like a item here that it looks like a telephone booth, I guess you could say, and it's basically it gives you information about the game, just different things. Each thing gives you a little bit of a tip, so that's pretty cool. Without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get into a match, and you'll notice down here in the bottom left side of the screen you have an attack button, and it has stars down there at the bottom, and basically the stars fill up to gain another box. And the keys up in the north, in the top side of the screen, is basically what you use in order to open up boxes that you receive from battle. So enough chatter. You will build an army or an attack squad based on the items that you have unlocked below, and we have all kinds of things unlocked already, and we still have a bunch to go. Actually, there's 6 others that we have not unlocked yet. And so each of these items are different troops. There's point troops, you have area splash troops, you have tankier units. We're just going to go ahead and pick some, and you also have icons down here in the right side of that button that shows how much troop space that takes up. So you have 2 of 6 with this one troop. He's a tankier unit, and we're going to go ahead and just pick a few things. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and grab our this guy. He is awesome, actually, and I can't remember his name. I haven't studied all this yet, but we've just been kind of messing around and playing. And let's go ahead and select that, and we need one more troop, so let's go ahead and grab that one right there. He's another tankier unit. Now you also have this slot over here that you have to fill, which is your airdrops, and we're going to select the game machine, and so basically you throw that across the map. It's quite interesting, actually. So you have to pay gold in order to attack, and right now at my current level it shows 5. I'm sure that increases as we move up in level. And then you also have 2 buttons above that, which will clear out your army, or you can select your last squad used, and this is the last squad that I used previous when I was attacking earlier. So we're just going to go ahead and go with what we selected, and you'll see those troops load up in the helicopter and move across to the next base. And we have landed on LTW from Champs 2 base, and now we have to engage this base, and this base is actually very similar to my own, and he has different items here, and we do have a prep time to where we can place our troops first and then go into battle. And we have a mortar, and then we have this turret right here, and then we have our what is that, like a javelin guy, I guess you could say. All right, so you can place your troops beforehand, but if you launch your airdrop first, it starts the match. So we're gonna go ahead and let's just go ahead and put him right there, and we can pre-place our troops prior to engagement, and then we can start the match by pressing the start button. I'm just going to go ahead and drop the guy there, and then we also have aerial troops as well, so we're going to go ahead and we'll hold on to them, actually. So you can launch this item across the map and destroy targets. So we're going to go ahead and take out this guy right here just for fun. And it also destroys boxes, and this is basically where it starts the match. And just like Clash of Clans, you cannot control the troops. I'm not positive whether they're actually defensive seeking troops or not, but they do different things. This big gorilla guy is more of a tankier unit. we're going to send these ladies down, or the jetpacks down, and these are your aerial units, and they get engaged by certain defenses. As you can see, our gorilla has gotten in on that mortar and is going to take out that mortar. That mortar is actually really powerful. You have to be careful, but we're going to take down one of the gold mines, and now we're working on the third. So this is very early stages of the game. I'm sure it's going to get way harder as we move up in levels. But that, in a nutshell, is really just a match. You have to be strategic on dropping your troops, and I'm sure there's some things that you're going to see throughout this video that's going to be kind of questionable. But remember, this is just a beta. It hasn't been fully released yet, and there's going to be some changes done to the game, just like every other title that's been released prior to this one. So you'll use those keys to open up the boxes, and we have a Rookie 3 common box. There's different levels of boxes, just like Brawl Stars or Clash Royale in the chests, and you'll open up and receive different cards. We got gold, we get pitcher, you collect mines, and we have the jetpacks. And so basically it shows that we have enough to do upgrades, and you'll go over to this building here to upgrade. So it says upgrade available above it. We have 8, and this is the layout. I've showed this already by now, and it shows what we have. Now you can select this icon right here in order to show what is available for upgrade instead of having to search through all of your items, and we can go ahead and upgrade. And so you gain experience by both attacking and upgrading your cards. And so in this situation we have an upgrade of 60 gold, so you got to spend gold in order to upgrade. And we're going to upgrade our pitcher to level 4, which is going to gain health, area damage, and increase damage per second. And then also we're going to gain 20 experience points by doing that. So that's going to go towards that. We're going to increase in our experience, and basically I can see endless possibilities with the combinations of both defense and offense, and it's just really cool. Now, there's one thing about this game that I like more than the other games, is that if you click the card, it shows a preview. So it has the information on the troop, and then it also has the stats, and then you will also have this button down here on the right side of this icon, which is a preview. And so basically it previews what the troops do. And this troop, obviously, like I explained before, throws grenades and destroys does damage to the troops across things, and also destroys things. And all of them do this. It's actually really cool. We got tanks in this game. We have, let's see what this tank does. This is really cool. So it's going to barrel through and then engage troops. So I mean, it's just a super cool thing. I really like this option, actually, being able to see what the troop does. I wish this was kind of in Clash of Clans, to be honest with you. I wish they'd add that, because it really kind of gives you an idea on how you would possibly use the troop versus other things, and what it will engage, both ground and aerial in this situation, and so on and so forth. And there's many other things. This guy right here, he's actually really cool. He's a boxer. He punches things. He stuns the troop or the defense that he's engaging. It's really neat. Along with the troops, we have what's called airdrops, and so these are basically support items that can be used on your troops. You already saw the arcade in action, and we have many others. You have the boost. It's sort of like a rage spell. It can be dropped to boost up your troops and boost up their speed and the duration, and has a radius. And then you have other things. I've already unlocked the heal airdrop. I almost said heal spell. I don't know. I've been saying stuff like that way too much. And it does stuff like basically you can drop it and heal up your troops for a select period of time. According to this level, it's like 3.5 seconds. And each of these items do different things. This is invisibility, so it makes your item invisible for a period of time and allows your troops to sneak in. That's really cool. And then so basically some of these I am seeing for the first time. I'm trying to play this naturally and not kind of rush ahead. What is this? Paratroopers. So paratroopers can be dropped in. Oh, that is really cool. So the paratroopers can be dropped in on top of defenses or items on the opposing map, or the opposing gold mine, so to speak. And then we have, let's see, what else is this? The fridge. Oh my goodness, what is the fridge? The fridge can be dropped. Okay, and it freezes. It has like a freeze effect. That is really cool. Really cool. And then we have the satellite. What does the satellite do? Please tell me it doesn't okay, that's really cool. So it does massive damage, and it drops on top of your on your enemy. All right, so alongside with the airdrops, you also have commanders. So the commanders are basically like heroes that are unlocked at certain headquarters levels. This one is the coach, that's unlocked at HQ level 4. Obviously I haven't done so yet, but you can only have one of these, and so they all have different options. Let's play this one. What is this? This is Lady Grenade, straight out of Center Court. Lady Grenade's preferred greeting is Savage Chest Bump. Oh my goodness. All right, and so basically she goes down through the map and launches grenades. Wow, that's pretty beast mode. I like that. And also, we'll talk about those red barrels here in a moment. Let's see what else we got. So we got Bear Man. What does Bear Man do? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's pretty cool. He barrels through things. Okay, that's like kind of like Nina on, I think it's Nina over on Brawl Stars. We got Mother. Okay, that's kind of a creepy name, but all right. So Mother is inside of a tank looking thing that is engaging stuff on the opposing side. All right, that's pretty cool. And then we have the Big. So this is basically a robotic Tyrannosaurus Rex, and let's see what he does. Oh my Highlander, that's really neat. All right, so that's pretty cool. Kind of like an Inferno Tower, a single target Inferno Tower, so to speak. That's actually really cool. All right, so alongside of the commanders, you also have the defenses, and this is taken over to your actual defensive side of the base. And let's go ahead and jump into the defense, or what's called the gold mine. And so the gold mine, it says defend for 17 hours. I'm not exactly sure what exactly that means. Does it rotate out to a different map or something? I'm not 100% sure yet. But you also have defensive star box, which you gain a box by defending. And then it says right here, complete 7 of 7. So I can remove the items from this base and we can reduce that down. And basically what you can do is place different items. So like I said before, these are your 3 gold mines, and you got to try to defend them, stop the opposing army. And we have different options here. We have a mortar, a very large mortar, with a serious range, or you have mines, which are really good against the tank. It's actually really cool against the tank. And then we have a turret. And then you also have, what is this guy called right here? Don't remember exactly. But basically it's like a foxhole, and troops come up out of it and engage the opposing troops that are moving in. And then you can also have the choice of placing troops as well, whether it's any of the ones that you currently have unlocked in your army. So, I mean, this is actually really cool. I like the defenses, but, I mean, there's really no right or wrong answer. We haven't really gotten too depth into strategies or defensive things yet, but we'll get there at some point. So I'm going to go ahead and place those items back down. What else did I have down? This one right here. All right, and you save, and then you go home back to your original village. And I'll show you a couple of hits. So we got some defenses going on here. I've been attacked a few times today, and so you take a chance of either losing stars or gaining stars. And you can see here by Gnomes Games attacks, I lost 5 gold, but I gained 2 stars. Before we end this video, let's go ahead and take a look at the leagues and the league progress. That way you can get eyes on some of the different leagues that are available in this game. You got silver and gold, and then you start moving up into some different names and specialists and ninja. We got the destroyer icon, then you have the champion level, the legend level, and then looks like we got the supreme and superstar, and then you also have the elite group. So you finish out with the elite group at 10,000 stars. So that's a lot of gameplay. There's actually some of the devs that are already up in this area. They've been playing it a lot, I guess. But I cannot wait to get into the actual beta and start progressing through. We'll start doing a little bit of play series every once in a while in this game and get a feel for it. Let me know what you guys think about this game down in the comments below, and that's going to wrap us up for today, guys. If you enjoyed the content, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and thanks for watching, guys.